We are back with Steve Phillips. And Steve, Mark Shapiro and Ross Atkins have taken so much heat in this market for so many years. And as recently as this spring, parts of the fan base were revolting before Vladdy was extended. Now we fast forward from then till now. Have you ever seen such a quick 180 in public opinion?
I tell you, it's such a dramatic turnaround. And I got to say, unanticipated. I mean, when they didn't sign Vladimir Guerrero Jr., in my mind, I'm thinking, you've got to trade him at the deadline. You're going to have to trade Bo Bichette at the deadline. You might as well trade Chris Bassett, Max Scherzer, and everybody else at the deadline because you're not going to win. Then the season started, and they weren't winning, and I thought, oh, man, this is not going to go well. And I like Mark Shapiro and Ross Atkins. They're good guys. They're well-respected in the industry. But then when things started to turn, I thought, all right, well, maybe they can at least make a challenge in this division. They didn't just do that. Early July, they passed the Yankees. They hold on, win the division. And then you get the playoffs, think, all right, but I know the Yankees, they're going to take them out. They can't beat them. Seattle looks really good. They can't beat them. And there were times where it felt like they're going to lose, but yet they keep on going. The tide has turned dramatically. And the reality is that everything they said they would do, they've done. And now they're one win away from winning a World Series. And they've done an exceptional job building this team.
Yeah, it has been wild to watch it. Now, terms like internal improvement and run prevention, they used to be laughed at, Steve. How did they go from a punchline to a winning formula?
Yeah, it's so interesting, right? It's like fingernails on a chalkboard. I would bring it up, and like people's ears would bleed. It was so bad, and it was like they'd mock those things because sure, those things are great, but they're not leading to wins. Well, the one part they needed was the offensive production, the offensive approach. The run prevention is there, and the reason the offense is better is because of the internal improvement. You look at Ernie Clement, Addison Barger. I mean, Alejandro Kirk and George Springer are two of the top 10 increases in bat speed from last year to this year. New hitting coach, Popkins, doing a great job. And so they've had so many players step their game up to be better. Vladdy, down the stretch, better. Bo Bichette had a great bounce-back season. And so it all has come together. The internal improvement with the big bats and the run prevention has led this team to be on the brink of winning their third world championship.
Yeah, the phrases sound pretty good now. Trey Savage, also very good, entered these playoffs as the Blue Jays' secret weapon. How much credit does the front office deserve in how they've developed and deployed him?
Oh, I think a lot. First, you drafted him, you signed him, and then you bring him in this year and develop him as a pitcher to work him all the way through the minor leagues. And that's not easy to know when to move a player. And he moves so rapidly that, you know, he proved that he mastered a league, and then he moved to the next one. Then he moved to the next one. But, you know, what you do want also is for somebody to struggle a little bit because you know at some point they're going to struggle in the big leagues, and you need them to show and figure out how they're going to do it at the minor league level. He moved through pretty quickly. He had a few bumps and bruises along the way, but he is a quick learner. He's got great makeup, great tenacity and competitiveness, and he's pitched more at the big league now than he did even at AAA. I mean, this is just absolutely remarkable, the development and the way that they did it to save his innings for the end of the year. Whether they had a plan that he'd be in playoffs or not, they saved him innings so that he could compete at the highest level when everybody's their most fatigued. They've done a tremendous job with him.
They really have such a meteoric rise for him. Now, do the Blue Jays need to close the deal and win the World Series for these good vibes to last for the front office?
I think that I think no matter what, I think they've got it. But, I mean, it would be the icing on the cake. I think they want it. They want the cherry on top. They want the championship. They want to pop bottles and celebrate. And I think they'll get there. They may not win it in Game 6, but I think Game 7 is theirs. I think the trophy is going to Toronto.
I sure hope so, Steve. The Jays one win away from their third World Series title, but of course have two chances, and the Dodgers need 2 wins to capture their 9th.